as well. Moving to the side profile, the Raptor doesn't disappoint. What pops out right away are those huge all-terrain tires and the lift. The 17-inch aluminum The 17-inch aluminum wheels are wearing 315/70/17 tires, which is equivalent to about 34.5 inches. They are from BF Goodrich, the TA-KO2 all-terrain tires. The Raptor is about 3 inches taller than a normal F-150, and in 2019, Ford replaced the shocks with Fox internal bypass shocks that can adapt to the terrain in real time. Now, the back of the Raptor is fitted with dual exhaust tips. They have a matte black finish, and there's a giant Ford molding stamped onto the tailgate. As for the engine, there is only one option, and it's a good one. The engine is a twin-turbo 3.5 liter that is pushing 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. This engine is also shared with the Ford GT supercar. Lastly, the Raptor is utilizing a 10-speed automatic transmission. Next, let's look at the different cabs and specifications for this brand new Raptor. There are two cabs for the Raptor, the Super Cab and Super Crew. Now, what's interesting is the Raptor is the only configuration with the Super Cab that gets a 5.5 feet bed. All other F-150s with the Super Cab gets a longer 6.5 feet or 8 feet bed. Now, the length is about 134 inches long, 86 inches wide, and the approach angle, ramp breakover angle, and ground clearance is significantly better than all other trims with the Raptor. Interesting to note, though, is the departure angle is actually less. Now, moving on to the Super Crew, the length increases to 146 inches, which is 12 inches longer. All other dimensions are nearly identical. Let's take a look at the tailgate and bed next. The tailgate opens easily and has a really soft open so it doesn't just slam down. The tailgate also has an integrated step and handle for easy access into the bed. Although, due to the height of the Raptor, I find it still a bit difficult to step in. Now, once out, putting the handle and the step back into the tailgate is a breeze, and I'm really surprised at how light the tailgate feels when closing. The tailgate can be opened up manually or by utilizing the key fob as you see here. Inside the bed, there's really not that much. Spray-in liner or bed liner is optional, and there is no built-in storage. You have some tie downs on the side as well as some in-bed lights. And in terms of the bed length, you only have one option, and that is 5.5 feet on the Raptor. Fun fact, the Raptor is so tall, I have to move my tripod from outside to within the cab to be able to shoot correctly, just FYI. Now with the Raptor, you can select one of two cab configurations. You can get Super Crew or Super Cab. Now Super Crew is absolutely enormous, and that's the one I'm reviewing today. You get a full set of doors and enormous amount of space. I'm 5 feet 10, and there's a good, 10 to 12 inches of legroom left, and this is not even my driving position. My driving position is actually further up. So enormous amount of legroom. Same thing with headroom, probably 4 to 5 inches of headroom left. And because of how wide this Raptor is, you could definitely fit 3 adults here. No problems whatsoever. The seats are very, very wide and massive. But something that's weird is, those of you guys that are parents, you want to put car seats back here, you only get 2 sets of latches, one on each side. There's none in the middle, but it can certainly fit it. It is absolutely enormous. But besides that, in terms of comforts, very comfortable. Everything is covered in leather. It smells great. It feels great. The cushion feels really good. The only complaint about the cushion is it's kind of short. I wish it was a little bit longer, but there's a reason for that, because these do fold up, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Now, something that's really nice that I will show you is the floor is flat. So even if you move to the middle, with your legs or feet elevated, that's not an issue, and that also helps with cargo, because once you fold up these seats, there's enormous space over here for sleeping, for furniture, for tools, for bikes, whatever you wanted to do back here, you can do it. It's an enormous amount of space, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit. Now, what about amenities? You get a whole lot, It feels great. Starting with cup holders, 2 really over good. Here, the only 2 in the armrest, 1 in each door panel, so 6 cup holders in case you're super thirsty. Longer, but now, you do also get a pair of vents, 2 USB ports, you get a 12V outlet, and a regular household outlet.